Yes, I would like to see the introduction. Any day now. Introduction. There we go. Space Quest 5. I feel like I warned you guys how Star Trek centric this would be. Captain's log, SCS Excalibur, some other stuff. The Excalibur is on course to investigate the mysterious disappearance of several ships in the uncharted region of space known as the Menudo Triangle. I no doubt have been selected for this mission due to my great achievements as a military leader and matchless diplomatic skills. I go forward with total confidence in my ship and my crew. Yet I am vaguely uneasy. I cannot put memories of traveling to the future and meeting my son out of my mind. Each night, my dreams are haunted by the image of the woman he said would one day be my wife. I know she's out there. Somewhere. And if you recall, her name is Beatrice Wankmeister. Classy. But that's not important right now. The fate of trillions rides on the decisions I may have to make in the next several hours. As captain of the Star Confederacy's proudest flagship, I must follow the supreme guideline. We've come a long way since being a janitor. To boldly go where no man has. Finished reading that like an hour ago. How slow do you think I read? Oh my goodness. To bravely traverse where no creature has traversed. Just gonna take a little nap here. Ah, skip it. I'm glad I waited for that. It seems like they've given each text screen the same amount of time to load, even though the first ones were full of text, and now it's like 3 words. Roger has really come up in the world, hasn't he? Admiral, strike ships coming in at .35. Alert! 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 You guys can read alert. Shields up, battle stations. Lock weapons. Neutron beams locked. Proton torpedoes armed. Tactical, fire neutron beams. Helm, hard to port. Wilco, what in the name of the 7th star cluster are you doing in the bridge simulator? Get your sorry carcass out of there and back to class where you belong, cadet. Well, things make a lot more sense now. Simulation terminated. That is a lot of beeping and sound effects. I like that it's got a little bit of a Millennium Falcon look there with the bit on the left-hand side. His illusions of spacefaring grandeur cruelly shattered by Captain Quirk, Roger Wilco exits the bridge simulator into the hallways of the Star Confederacy Space Academy, where he has enrolled himself in an attempt to realize his lifelong dream of becoming a starship captain. I mean, he became a captain in the third game when he got his own ship, but the last several months have not been easy for our hero, what with having to juggle time between skipping classes, snoozing through lectures, and spending long moments considering the implications of actually opening a textbook. Alright, that reminds me of college. But our fearless former sanitation engineer has stumbled resolutely past these obstacles, pursuing his goal with unwavering determination, blissfully unaware that fate was about to hurl another spitball in his direction. Heroic walking music. And we are now in the game. An Alpha-class strike fighter from the Colony Worlds. This baby has it all. Speed, maneuverability, and enough firepower to blast apart a comet. Too bad you'll probably never even get within shouting distance of one of these in your natural lifetime. This looks like the nacelle of the Enterprise, right? This aging behemoth has outlived its intended lifespan by several decades and will soon be headed for the scrapyards. The StarCon registry lists this ship as the personal launch of Ambassador Beatrice Wankmeister from the G6 Quadrant. You dimly recall hearing her name once before, but the effort to remember anything further results in nothing more than a storm of misfired brain synapses and a dull headache. Yeah, Beatrice Wankmeister, his future wife. Alright, let's go ahead and get our settings where we like them. Speed up. Volume down a little bit. That's it. Okay. Oh good, saving still takes an hour and a half. That's fine. This panel, when it works, allows the user to call up a 3D holographic schematic of the StarCon Space Academy. Darn, the holomap directory isn't working right now, and it's a shame because the map system is really cool looking with Gerard shading, texture mapping, and ray tracing images of every room in the complex. Okay, what's this room? The small janitorial closet is situated at the end of the hallway. That's not where I'm going this time. Oh, goodness, I have to find my way around here again. It appears to be one of the 9 moons of Nova. The security guard prevents unauthorized access to the maximum security area beyond his post. I'm just trying to get to class. That's fine, just keep on moseying. Okay. Oh, we've got more ships. Named for his beloved wife, this sleek corvette called Lady Plusbucker is reserved for the Academy Commandant's use exclusively. Recently, several freshmen were disciplined for scandalously altering the ship's name as a cadet initiation prank. I can't imagine what they turned Plusbucker into. This 3-man fighter was captured from the dreaded pirates of Pestilon during their daring attempt to escape the confines of Space Quest 3. A Delton frigate from the G6 Quadrant. Hopefully, a ship like this will one day be yours, provided, of course, that you make it through the StarCon Academy's rigorous training regimen. Oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. More ships. This patrol craft was damaged in a skirmish with smugglers on the rim of the galaxy and is currently undergoing a major overhaul. Fortunately, it suffered less damage than the ship Roger tried to place in hyperspace before leaving space dock. Oops. Trainers like this one are used to instruct cadets in basic spaceflight techniques. Due to the relative lack of skill by cadets, these ships suffer a high rate of attrition. The current record for the number of ships wrecked stands at 3 and is currently held by Roger, which includes a notable incident where he totaled a ship without even leaving the hangar. Odds are 2 to 1 among his own classmates that Raj will break his own record before graduating. This bulk cargo freighter contains supplies for the colony on Clorox 3. Let's see. This is the door to conference room A. Your security clearance is too low to enter this room. In fact, it's so low you need a pass just to go to the bathroom. Alright. Oh good. More ships. This ship once belonged to the 2 guys from Andromeda, but was seized when one of them walked out on his 10,000 Buckazoid tab on the Academy Lounge. This sleek little beauty is on sale and can be yours for a meal 10,000 Buckazoids. Call 1-503-555-1-GUY. Ask for Mark. Mark Crow being that other guy from Andromeda, I guess. The SCS Lollipop, a good ship. There's a... I don't know if that was intended to be a reference to the Next Generation episode that does that, but I liked it. Fellow members of the tightly knit StarCon Brigade. Let's see. Drop dead, Wilco. I like that he immediately assumes his power stance after that. Did your mother have any children who lived, Wilco? Well, that's just rude. This door leads to one of the Academy classrooms. Currently, the students in your Space Piloting 101 class are here taking the StarCon aptitude test. Okay, we're gonna take this test. Despite the fact that we have no training, no background, we are going to take the StarCon aptitude test, which, you know, canonically, we have as much experience in this as Roger does. Since he very clearly has not been paying attention to class. Sorry, I'm late, Professor. I got Worf sitting behind me, and Andromeda on my right shoulder. You mean the StarCon aptitude test is today? Yes, sir. I'll get started right away. We are so not ready for this test. They have Charlie Brown's teacher teaching the class. What's that? Come talk to you after class? Yes, sir. Gronko is commanding a Nova-class scout ship when he finds himself face-to-face with 3 Harak battlecruisers. He should surrender in the face of impossible odds, pretend they aren't there, activate his ship's self-destruct mechanism, beam over a pick-you-up bouquet, or reboot. I don't know. Check out the brain pan on this guy. He's probably smarter than your whole family. So, this is the anti-cheating thing I've got to keep an eye on. When its back is turned... He picked the second from the next to last one. So I will too. When encountering an alien ship for the first time, you should immediately open fire with every weapon at your disposal, broadcast Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries over the comlink, beam your entire crew over to their ship as a gesture of goodwill, B, then A, or none of the above. The last one. Should do none of those things. Before beaming down to an unexplored planet for the first time, you should be sure to check to see if your seatbelt is fastened and your tray tables are locked and secured in the upright position, your fly, your life insurance coverage, the Pfizer valve in your oxygen mask, the planet's atmospheric readings. I don't know. The last one. That makes sense. You're marooned on an alien planet with no weapons and a killer android out for your blood. You should gather basic ingredients to make gunpowder and fashion a cannon from vines and sticks. I've seen that episode. Stuff a banana in its exhaust tailpipe. I've seen that movie. Drop a big rock on the robot and shout, "Hasta la vista, baby." Which is funny because if you remember Space Quest 3, we did deal with this situation, and the robot was based on Arnold Schwarzenegger. D. Roll in the mud to camouflage yourself. E. Climb a tree, flap your arms wildly, and scream "tweet tweet" at the top of your lungs in order to mimic the mating behaviors of the ruby-throated Arcturian swine falcon as a diversionary tactic. Third option. Drop a big rock on it and shout "Hasta la vista, baby." Okay. You're on an EVA with a partner and you notice his face is turning blue and he's clutching wildly at his throat. This is a sign that you will soon need a new partner. True. In a burst of creative insight, he has created a new dance called the moonwalk. He is suffering from a vitamin deficiency and needs to eat more leafy green vegetables. He fell for the old golf ball in the air hose trick. A and D. My guess would be A and D, but we'll see. A and D. To ensure that your crew's microwave meals are heated adequately and evenly on board your ship, you should wrap everything in aluminum foil, cook each meal a maximum power setting for 45 minutes, put a live mouse in with each meal so you can more easily determine when it's done, huck the thing and settle for roasting wieners on the maneuvering jets, inject a radioactive plutonium isotope into each piece of food. When it glows, it's ready. Third option. This anti-cheating drone is not very good at its job. If Grebe leaves the Crab Nebula at 3200 GST, Galactic Standard Time, and travels at 9.75 million ZPM, how long before will it take him to reach the planet Davicon 5 if he has the solar wind at his back? 49.3 hours? He will never reach Davicon 5. The solar wind is highly unstable and will blow him off course. 3.75 standard days, 4930 GST. Never. The neutron star at the center of the Crab Nebula is so massive that Grebe's ship can never reach escape velocity. Last option. That thing is just not turning back around. How fast does light travel in a vacuum? That many miles per second. Very, 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 very fast. That many miles per hour. Depends on whether it's an upright or canister vacuum. Really? Depends. I feel like we're being played now. Which is an example of a fuzzy boundary? The area in space between two planetary bodies where a smaller third object is not clearly under the gravitational influence of either. The event horizon of a supermassive black hole. The place where a receding hairline gives way to bare scalp. We could ask Leisure Suit Larry about that. The point at which the marginal utility of trying to squeeze the last bit of toothpaste from the tube is offset by the opportunity cost of going to the store for a new one. I'm definitely cheating off the smartest guy in class. Look at the size of that brain. 10. To successfully accomplish this manual molecular reintegration bypass on a standard transporter, you should reverse the phase polarity of the interface grid. Why couldn't they reverse the polarity of the neutron flow? That would have been good. Jiggle the handle. Pray fervently to whatever deity you happen to believe in. C then B. Switch to US Sprint. Option 1. I think he noticed some copying off of him. The test's over already? Yes, sir. I agree that cleaning the Academy crest is an appropriate punishment for being late to class. I'll get right on it. After all, I am an expert janitor. Alright, that worked out really well for us, so I'll go ahead and save. Alright, now we found that janitorial closet earlier. Was it this? Nope, that's conference room A. It's a small group of your fellow cadets. Take off, Wilco. Were you born an idiot, Wilco, or have you perfected stupidity through a lifetime of practice? You know what? I've saved the galaxy, like, a couple of times. Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi are having themselves a little brawl there. There's one of the kissing aliens. Go play in the airlock, Roger. Sure thing, Admiral. We'll get right on it. So I guess this is talk and this is order. Actually, I shouldn't have gone out that way. I just wanted to see how Obi-Wan and Darth were getting on. That's the crest I need to go clean. Boom, 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 boom. More of the cadets. Get lost, Wilco. Get a rank first, buddy. Everybody's so rude. Oh! No! Remember how Roger Wilco's adventurous life began? You cram the Scrubble-matic into your seemingly bottomless pockets. Get these hazard cones. You cram the safety cones into your seemingly bottomless pockets. I like that little animation. Alright. Let's go clean us a crest. Everybody hates Roger, and all he's done is save the universe. So, here's me on the crest. Now, here's the thing. If you do not place the hazard safety cones and just start cleaning it, I believe Captain Quirk will come, slip, fall, be embarrassed, and it's game over because you're kicked out of the academy. So we're going to make sure we put down the safety cones. They're kind of wobbly, but that's fine. Ooh, how many Buckazoids do I have? Buckazoids, cash, money, Spindola. I don't know how many I have. Grab this. And use it. How does this thing work? Whoa! Okay, so apparently I was playing with an older or different version, so it crashed. So we're going to try this again. Activate it, sit on the thing. How does this thing work? Yow! So I'm just clicking all over the place trying to clean up this crest here. This is my exciting space adventure. All the thrill of being a space janitor. But at least it's got an exciting soundtrack to it. Almost there. I don't know, I feel like it's looking pretty clean to me. There we go. Polished, shiny, and new. As you can see, Ambassador Wankmeister, we run a very tight ship here at the Academy. This institution is the pride of the Star Confederation and one of the best of its kind in the known universe. I know I should be doing like a Kirk imitation, but I can't. It's nice to see our tax buckazoids aren't going completely to waste, Captain Quirk. Here we are, Miss Wankmeister. This is the main rotunda. It was dedicated on Stardate 09-2097.27. Ambassador? Excuse me, aren't you Roger Wilco, the man who foiled the Sarians some years back? Yeah, that's right, baby. I saved the universe. Yeah. Hey, Mama. You're gonna give birth to my son. It's written in the stars. Suddenly, it all comes rushing back. It's her, the woman from the hollow disc on Space Quest 4. Now's your big chance, Roger. Say something clever and romantic. Hey, baby, if I don't impregnate you, the universe will collapse in a time paradox. Yes. Way to sweep her back on her feet, Raj. Nice to see you haven't lost your golden touch with women. Excuse me, Ambassador, but I think we should be heading to the conference now. You're not at all what I expected, Wilco. See you around. Hold on a minute, Cadet. Looks like you missed a spot. Bull! I did not miss a spot, sir. I do my job damn well. I'm the best janitor the Star Confederation's ever... sir, you better watch your step. The floor's still really wet and just a little bit... Whoomp. But it doesn't get you a game over this time. Oh, slippery. And his wigs come loose. Beatrice's. Nice rug, Quirk. Is that a toupee or a roadkill? You did that on purpose, Wilco. I'm placing you on double secret probation. One more screw up and your space cadet days are over. Can't pick up the cones because the floor is still wet, so I guess I'm done here. Look at that little mouse fella. Did you see the little mouse that just ran along? He's crucial to our plot. It's on him that the entire story turns. The Grademaster 2000. Albert Einstein failed. Huh? What was that? Or maybe that was Quirk. Huh? What was that? Excuse me, Captain. You didn't raise your hand. Now, as I was saying, Ambassador Wankmeister, we are a fairly remote installation, and I simply cannot spare the ships to launch the kind of operation you suggest. I'm afraid you don't understand the potential ramifications of this problem, Admiral. If the sludge bandits continue to illegally dump toxic waste wherever and whenever they choose, the environmental consequences could be staggering. Entire planets could be devastated. I think you overestimate the issue, Ambassador. Even so, we have more than enough ships on patrol to put a stop to these sludge bandits, as you call them. Look, Ambassador, we have top-notch ships staffed with the finest crews in the galaxy. StarCon accepts only the best and brightest for fleet training. And that moron hanging in the window right now. You look, Rughead. Illegal dumping is going on in this sector right under your polyweave. Our patrols have located dumping sites on 4 planets in the G6 quadrant alone. Hey, this is made from real hair. In any case, I'd like to hear more about these alleged dumping sites, perhaps over dinner this evening. I have already transmitted the coordinates to StarCon Central Command, along with a list of suspected sites that we haven't been able to check out yet. Well, then that settles it. Captain Quirk, you shall go to these sites and investigate Ambassador Wankmeister's allegations. Admiral, I'll be coming along as an observer. I'm afraid that's impossible. Regulation strictly forbids civilian participation in military operations. Admiral, I think having the Ambassador along would be a good idea. I'm sure the two of us could develop a productive working relationship. Admiral, may I remind you that I am an official representative of the people of Quadrant G6 and with full ambassadorial status, and as such, not subject to... Now, Ambassador, I'm sure Captain Quirk will do everything necessary to resolve the situation. There's no need for you to hinder him on this mission. This is my system and my people we're talking about here. I'm going on that ship, and that's all there is to it. Case closed. We're adjourned. Good day, gentlemen. Comedy. Oh, great. The savior of the universe in all his glory. Isn't there a mop somewhere with your name on it? Ouch. Way to go, Raj. Another sterling performance. This is awful. I totally biffed on my SAT test. I'll never make captain now. That's too bad, Cadet Block. How'd you make out, Roger? I haven't seen my score yet. The SAT for our class is posted on the bulletin board, Raj. I sure hope you made out better than I did. Take off, Wilco. Yeah, were you born in it? I like that this is the one guy who's willing to not talk to us like garbage. I don't feel like talking right now, Raj. Go play Romulan roulette with a hand phaser or something. Never mind. You've always wondered what this panel does, but I've never been able to figure out its function. The explanation was probably in one of the many class lectures you slept your way through here during the time at the Academy. Alright. Take a look here. Somehow I got a printout from the screen. Cadet Wilco, on behalf of the administration, I would like to congratulate you on receiving a perfect score on your SAT. Not in the entire history of StarCon Academy has a cadet achieved such high marks. You should be proud. On the recommendation of our test analysis computer system, you are to begin training for captaincy aboard one of our fine star cruisers. Captain Quirk will post your assignment. You've done the Academy proud. Sincerely, current Chief Commanding Officer's name here. So the rat thing bit a wire, and we are now the best student ever. Although, believe it or not, this is affected by the answers you give during the test. So apparently you can screw this up. course, Captain Quark's in charge of what ship we get to captain. And so, having undergone an intensive weekend captain's training seminar on the planet Oakhurst, where Sierra was, Roger is shuttled to his new command, the SCS Eureka. The one that looks a bit like a dustbuster. Hey, that's not a starship, it's a garbage scow! Figures. Still a janitor after all these years. Hello, sir. I'm Sub-Corporal Drool, your nav and weapons officer on this heap. Flo's the name. I'm your comm specialist, grade 4. Hello, crew. I'm your new commanding officer, Captain Roger Wilco. I know some of you may not be as excited to be serving on the Eureka as I am, but I promise you this, we're going to be the best gosh darn garbage scow in the entire Star Confederation. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, so hold your heads high, men. We shall overcome. All we are is dust in the wind, born free, running wild, with liberty and justice for all, so let's be all we can be. Remember, it's not just a job, it's an adventure. Dope! They really like that dope sound effect. It was the chair, really. I don't know. Looks like we got a live one here, Flo. You said it, Droll. Drool. Whatever his name is. Whee! Alright, and I think that's where we're going to call it for this episode. We have gone from lazy student to captain of our own ship. Where's the aluminum mallard, you ask? That's a fair question. I don't think it's ever referenced again. So, we'll see you guys next time as we take our ship out into the black. Thank you for playing. Oh, that's very kind.